Hello guys and welcome back to the SEA Games lower bracket broadcast here, and now we are gonna get another matchup on the lower half of the bracket. Replay sent in yet again by Ranger, but this time it's gonna be a PvP. Starting things off here in this best of 5 on Ephemeron. We are gonna have on the top left the red Protoss of Kun, aka Malaysia's Ranger, and his opponents on the bottom right, getting that lower bracket round 1 by impressing on the group stage. It is going to be the purple Protoss of Enrique, aka Indonesia's Quantel. So first things first, guys, Quantel absolutely impressing in Group B, only second to enter in that one, even beating the likes of Blisk in their matchup, who is having its hair right now on the other side of the brackets. In the meantime, though, we are going to see some PvP antics yet again, and I know I've talked about PvP before, that it is not as refined per se as many other matchup in StarCraft 2. I would say it has the highest capacity of cheese, and you always standardize with early aggression with more production, just in case that you are going to be able to hold any kind of aggression from any distance of the map. Proxy buildings always so pesky, and twin gateways yet again built up in front. No early nexus by this point in time as of yet. No one wants to fall for any kind of antics, and scouting absolutely important in this matchup to begin with. So anyway, guys, Ranger having such a close matchup there against Strike, 3-2, winning it out with that reverse sweep. In the meantime, Quantel has just been waiting for him, and honestly, here in the SEA Games, Quantel has absolutely impressed. Not really the best performance in the SEA qualifier to WESG. He did have a good heyday though this year on the Indonesian side, as well as getting some participation in the ANZ and WCS circuits. But anyway, right now we'll see what Quantel is going to be up to as Ranger and Quantel facing off against one another. Oh, it's going to be the pylon in the way here from Ranger, just going to be blocking any kind of approach as well, and any kind of this embark. Still though, cancel is there to allow that probe to get on away. And in the meantime, Ranger has decided he's going to go for Twin Adepts to start things off. On the flip side, Quantel playing the double Stalker opening instead, more or less for his defense. Will be using these ranged units to get some damage done onto anything coming his way. Star Step is absolutely key. The problem though with these Stalkers, they don't have that bonus damage against any workers. Also, they aren't really going to be as mobile as the Adepts to begin with. In the meantime, seems like Ranger has gotten his pylon onto that base. Really pesky stuff. Pylon right now here from Quantel onto the low ground, and he's looking to expand. So close to that Nexus mineral count already. But here come the Adepts, and they are going to be able to get to that Nexus point. 4 Stalkers though, packing a punch already. We do see 1-2 probes go down. Advantage here, and now Ranger in the meantime losing one of these Adepts already. But more or less all about the economic hit. Stalkers though looking scary. An opportunity here for Quantel to go on the outside. Probe just witnessing all of that one, going to be dying like a voyeur. And in the meantime, Ranger having a lot of success in that previous series. Gonna go for some shield batteries yet again. These shield batteries have been absolutely clutch for him, keeping it alive in many scenarios. And into the Stargate we go here for our red Protoss. In the meantime, it seems like Quantel is going to be going for that robo facility, so this has to be a Sentry Immortal Stalker composition. Can be an all-in with 2 base. We'll see if he will go for that Blink Tech in the first place when that Twilight Cancel goes on up. But you do need that second base to keep the economy going, because these Immortals do cost just a little bit, especially those Sentries, 100 gas a pop, and you're going to need more and more of those extra resources to keep yourself in the game. Anyway, the Oracle right now going to be flying on into that natural. Look at these scouting things out yet again. In the meantime, the Sentry can just point on up, get some shield damage there, and it's time for the Pulsar Beam. Gonna get a kill onto one. Warp Cycle though immediately forced out as Warp Cape has already gone online. And this time, it's Ranger cleaning house on that worker line. Second time he's gotten a good economy hit. And interesting enough, Quantel really messy with these Stalkers right now. They're all in individual pockets of scouting. They're looking around the map way too much. And this time, it is going to be Ranger trying to go for a degree of separation. Look for a straggler, get that takedown. Free Stalker there. And at the same time, 7 workers killed. The Ranger really feeling the momentum after his previous series. The reverse sweep keeping him on his toes, keeping him in such good momentum. And this time, Quantel is going to be the recipient. Sometimes, guys, when you have that buy, you don't get that warm-up to begin with. And it really messes with, the first game you play in. It really isn't the best. You don't have that mindset too much. There are players, of course, the best of the best, who can get out and go, go, go. But sometimes, when you're not accustomed, where you're too busy relaxing, you don't get the proper warmth that you need. Sure, you can play the ladder, but it just might not be enough. And right now, Quantel looking a little sluggish in his decisions. He is going to go for the Immortal here and now. And in the meantime, I love how it is really Ranger putting him on defense already. These probes cannot be safe at any point in time. Interesting, he doesn't take a page out of Ranger's playbook and put a shield battery on his mineral line as well. So though the Immortal gonna be coming on out, shield battery onto the natural instead. Double oracles though, just cleaning up these workers yet again. And the economic damage already absolutely brutal. 5 kills onto that natural. Into the main base we go. Good micro though from Ranger to get on away. No Blink Stalker whatsoever. And in terms of Indian tabs, sure, there's 2 Immortals on the field here for Enrique. But at the same time, these oracles have gotten so much value already. 8 kills and 12 workers have gone down. Warp Prism here enough for Ranger. Feeling comfortable. But for the time being, Ranger doesn't really want to commit as of yet. He wants to do more and more damage to that mineral line before he sends in his wave, just to make sure not many reinforcements in that scenario. Warp Prism should be able to get the load on in. In this scenario, Immortal is out as well, as we did get a Robo Facility. Here comes the Oracles! And it might be time for one to go down, because those Stalkers are still paying attention. 3 probes do go down at the same time. And it's time to get out scot-free. Still though, Quantel feeling like he should be able to defend this, put some pylons in its place to try and get some blockades going. But in the meantime, oh, it's gonna be Quantel deciding, I'm gonna go for the attack. The Oracle will scout things out and they will get taken down. But in the meantime, this is gonna be Ranger having more of that economy going his way. So if this Warp Prism is able to stay alive, things will look good. Interesting enough, he is gonna go for the Many Adept opening and into the Many Adept composition rather, into the Psionic Transfer attack speed upgrade. It has been changed now in the current patch as of recording, so it's back to its old good self. But oh, beautiful force fields there from Quantel, gonna be able to pick off one for free. In the meantime though, it is gonna be Quantel still sending his units. He has a little more in that army, but in the meantime, here come the force fields yet again. Ranger trying to go for the Warp Prism micro, and Quantel just taking command of this one, pushing forward as much as possible. Numbers in his favor. Adepts trying to get some damage done. But here comes the Guardian Shield, mitigating all of that. And the Stalker's Immortal as well as the Adepts looking to back on out. The Adepts not really the best pick in this scenario. Sure, it is going to be the Adept versus the Adept Frenzy. Probes are pulled here and now from Ranger. But Quantel allowing these Immortals to get some good DPS going. Gets the micro onto one. Warp Prism saving the day. And now that is going to be Ranger's Immortal going on down. He's trying to produce as fast as possible. Gets another Warp Cycle of Adepts to go. But it's so difficult here and now for Ranger. He's running out of room, he's running out of units, and Quantel has decided enough is enough. Enough of your pokes, and I'm gonna be trying to go for that takedown here. Don't book a bear, guys. GG is called, and Quantel takes that first win. It really was a sleeping bear scenario there for Quantel. It looked like every single time his economy was hampered, he was like, huh? What's happening? Ugh, what's happening? And then Hibernation interrupted. Don't poke. Don't tread on the bear right there. Ranger unable to stay on with the course of the game. Should have gotten a few more Immortals there, as well as the Adept upgrade. Really not doing much in this patch. I sure you can call me a hater, or at least I'm not a believer of the resonating glaives in this specific patch on the C game. So not really the best thing to go on in the first place. Sure, you can do a lot of damage onto that work count, but in the meantime, it was just Adepts versus Adepts, nothing really much done. Psionic Transfer takes way too long in a engagement like that to begin with, and more Immortals for Quantel allowed him to get things done. It really was who could get the Warp Prism snipe first, and sure, Ranger had the economy advantage, but it seems like he just didn't have enough to send out to begin with. So yeah, that was game number 1. Quantel with a 1-0 lead. We'll see if Ranger can bring it back, or will this be the end of his journey? We'll find out in the next one.